Jesus, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. Make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Check, check. Thomas, is that you?
Peter, are you still going by Peter or is it Simon?
No, we're trying to stick with Peter, okay?
Still with Peter? How you
It's
been, bro?
good, man. Give me some love. Secret handshake.
Right?
Yeah,
The disciple handshake.
Yeah.
We can't let everybody
Yeah,
know
we're
about
not great at it. It's been a while.
Bro, let's catch up.
Yeah, plop down there. It's so good to see you.
Man, we've had some crazy times,
Oh,
right?
my gosh, some amazing stories.
Jesus, right? What a guy.
Man, we had some adventures, some stories, some, honestly, pretty crazy stuff. Do you remember all that stuff?
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Hey, so do you remember that time Jesus spit in that dude's eyes?
Oh, my gosh. I think he had onions for lunch. That was rough.
Felt bad for that guy.
Yikes.
Felt bad.
Ugh. Yeah.
What
But
about that?
Oh,
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, do you remember that one time we were walking down the street and that creepy lady kept trying to reach up and touch his clothes and stuff?
Has she not heard about social distancing?
Very inappropriate. That was not okay. That was not okay.
Wait, well, hold on. What about that time that they brought that lady to Jesus and they wanted to throw rocks at her?
Yep. What did he do?
He was like right in the dirt.
He was. I remember because I thought he was playing like hangman for a second, wasn't he?
I thought it was tic-tac-toe.
Whatever it was, Jesus always wins.
Dude always wins.
Hey, remember that time Jesus made all those pigs think they could fly?
Well, I mean, they did for just a little bit, but they sure couldn't swim.
No. They do not swim well, guys. Pigs do not swim well.
Wait, you remember that time at the wedding when Jesus turned all the water into the wine?
No, not really.
Crazy.
Yeah, not a lot about that night. Hey, do you remember that horrible time we were having a good service? Man, that house was packed.
Full house.
Full house, and they opened a hole in the roof. I got dirt and straw on my hair for a week.
Bro, I remember you were picking like straw out of your hair.
Brutal. Did I? Is there any?
No, it's just grace. Just grace.
Okay. Fair enough. That was that man.
Man, what was up with Jesus wanting us to eat his flesh and drink his blood?
Yeah. I always thought that was kind of weird. I mean, I bite my fingernails and everything, but it kind of stops there, you know?
But then it was just the bread and the wine.
The bread and the wine ended up being
just
cool.
Misunderstood.
Yeah. You know,
Sometimes we took him too literal.
we weren't very good at that kind of stuff.
He was upset with us a lot about that
yeah,
stuff.
but super patient.
Very patient. Very patient man. Didn't he have a pet leopard?
What?
Yeah, he had a pet leopard.
No, Thomas, he prayed for lepers. He never had a pet leopard.
He didn't. He prayed. Oh,
gosh.
Maybe I just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense.
No big cats.
That makes more sense.
No big cats at all. I mean, although he is Jesus. Oh my gosh, you remember that one time we roll up into the temple, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if Jesus was having a rough day, but he started flipping all those tables. What happened?
I think that he just didn't like his waitress.
Yeah. He was mad. You think he tipped very good that day?
Not that day.
No, probably
that
not.
No.
Yeah, that was a crazy day.
Remember that dude that was always climbing up in trees trying to see Jesus?
What was his name?
Zebediah.
You guys, what was his name? Zacchaeus.
I think you're Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus.
Wee little man.
And a wee little man was he.
Wee little man.
And he climbed up in a
sycamore
tree to see what he could see. You know, that song's going to catch on one of these days.
I believe it will. I believe it will. Speaking of trees, why did Jesus hate fig trees so much?
My gosh, do you remember that day? I mean, I'm not the biggest fig fan. I do like a fig Newton from time to time, but he killed that fig tree. That was kind of a bummer.
Didn't have a reason.
I didn't see it coming.
The tree wasn't even in season.
It wasn't in season, but I'm an apple guy, so no big deal.
Apple pie's good. Bro, hold on, time out. Didn't you doubt Jesus or deny Jesus 3 times?
No,
I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh, yeah, that. Hold up. I need to do some explaining here, okay? So that story's a little off, okay? So when those guys asked me if I knew who Jesus was, I thought they said, "Do you not know who Jesus was?"
3 times, bro.
That's a good point. Yeah, I did deny Jesus 3 times. But you doubted Jesus, if I remember correctly.
Well, he died. Heck, he was crucified. I saw it.
Right. And, bro, you remember those hands when he came back? That was crazy. You guys remember Jesus' hands when he came back? Yeah. You remember that?
Crazy. He made me put my finger in the hole.
Ooh, that's crazy. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool.
It was nuts.
That's kind of cool.
Seriously, though, like, remember that one time he was preaching by the lake? Mm-hmm. And after he was done, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm hungry."
I know. Everybody's a big baby.
We didn't have food.
Do you guys remember that story when all those people were hungry? And yeah.
We didn't have DoorDash.
No. But that boy had a Happy Meal. Do you guys remember that? He had a Happy Meal?
Happy Meal. No, I don't think he had a Happy Meal. Chicken nuggies?
No, it wasn't chicken. It was fish and bread.
Fish and bread.
Fish and bread, that's right.
Were you there? No. He did. He had fish and bread, but it wasn't enough to feed everybody.
Nope. And Jesus prayed over the bread, and it multiplied. It was a miracle. It was awesome.
Nuts. We had so much food left over
Seriously,
after that.
that was more than the food bank.
Had
Seriously.
fish coming out of my ears.
I didn't want fish
It
for a month.
reminded me of that time. Remember when we went fishing all day? Didn't
Oh my
catch
gosh.
nothing.
All
Casting our
day,
nets off to the left,
all
nothing.
night.
Casting our nets off to the right, nothing. And then Jesus,
He showed up.
he was like, throw them over again. We
And-
couldn't even get the net back in the boat.
Seriously, we had to push that thing all the way to the bank. I've never seen that. It was like I fished with Pastor Barry. That's how much fish it was.
It's a lot
it
of
was
fish.
awesome.
That's a lot of fish,
That was a lot of fish.
man. But right
remember
after he fed all those people, he
Yeah.
was like, hey, y'all go back out on the lake. I'm going to catch y'all later.
Yep. He took off.
And then there was that bad storm.
I remember the storm like
And
it was yesterday
We were
because
stuck out on the lake.
I was pretty afraid. Have you guys ever been in a really scary storm? Hey, you guys live in Oklahoma. I
There
know you
was
guys have been.
wind and rain. The waves were huge coming over the side of the boat.
And Jesus was out like a light, wasn't he?
No, Jesus wasn't there.
Oh, I'm thinking of another story. My bad.
This was.
You're talking about the time it was just us.
Yeah. Remember,
And-
okay, because Jesus, this is when Jesus walked on the water.
Listen, guys, listen. We're almost done.
Check this out. Jesus was walking on the water.
I know, and I did not know that was Jesus at first.
I know, because you were all like, ooh, it's a ghost.
Yeah, I was very scared, and then he said it was Jesus, and I was like, hold up. If you're Jesus, then why don't you ask me to come out and walk on the water?
And you did,
And I did.
but not for very long.
Not for very long. That's very true. But hey, to my defense, I got like 3 steps in. But then I noticed the storm around me, and it scared me. I was
Easy to
very
do.
scared.
I didn't even get out of the boat.
It's true. So you really are talking a lot of smack to me. I got out on the water, okay?
I didn't. I stayed in the boat.
But I remember the storm gave me fear, but when I saw Jesus, Jesus gives me hope. Let's try that again. I was afraid. And Jesus called me out. And when I walked, I fell on my own because I saw my storm around me.
First you were afraid,
First, I was afraid.
then you were petrified.
And I was petrified. Yes, thank you. But then I saw Jesus, and Jesus gives me hope. It's beautiful. And I wasn't afraid or petrified after that. It was awesome.
Jesus is an awesome guy.
Man, we could go on, but honestly, I got to get back. I got some mac and cheese cooking in the microwave. So
Yeah, I got to get back to.
okay.
Man, it's
Hey,
been real good seeing
Thomas,
you.
so good to see you, bro. Hey, are we still on for bowling next week?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Text me.
Okay. I'll shoot you a tweet. All right. Bye. Bye, guys. See you later.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us grow and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting to lead us. We're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, oh.